Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York. They're coming up against Wild One from the United States of America.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the light orange trunks, trimmed with black, the Wild One.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
You know, look at the stars, ex-fighters, ex-champions ringside. That's what these fights do. That's what these venues do.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. High hopes for this battle between these 2 athletes. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Got out of the way of that right hook. There's a counter shot. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. Perfect counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. This round, hold that thought! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter...
That was a terrible round.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good counter punch. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
going to punch himself out, though. They exchange punches. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Lucky that hook didn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and a cornerman.
On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice defense, avoiding the right upper. Hold her right there! And that was it! That was the big shot we were waiting for! It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Catch and shoot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Missing with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Get your mind back on the job. We can't figure it out. Good work. Now, I don't want you to load up this boxing back together. Don't worry about that round. Don't. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. time they throw a shot, they get countered. Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Listen, you've switched off what you're doing. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Back into the fray here in round 5. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he scores with the counter. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And that hook misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook was off target. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Robinson goes to the canvas. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down. And there's the bell to start round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice counter shot. Incredible work rate. Swing and a miss. You can see there's blood, and the referee's going to take a good look at it. And the referee's going to allow him to fight. Missing with the hook. Not sure how serious that cut is, but the referee's going to take a good look at it.
You're taking too much, the fight is over.
After so much abuse, you almost hope the referee stops it here, and he does. The fight is over.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
Just like another like TKO, it's Teddy Pendergrass over. TKO is spot on.
Real generals back in the building.